Ever feel the pull of two worlds? Like one part of you craves stability and practicality, while another whispers of dreams and mysteries.
Welcome to ASTRALX Illuminating Your Cosmic Path. I'm Lunaria Celine, your intuitive guide.
And I'm Solarian Zephyr, your cosmic strategist. And today we're diving deep into a fascinating blend. The Taurus Sun with Pisces Rising.
That's right. We're speaking to you, our listener, who embodies the grounded, sensual nature of Taurus and the dreamy, empathetic essence of Pisces Rising.
It really is like walking between two worlds, isn't it?
Indeed it is. Imagine a man who can appreciate the raw power of a hand-built motorcycle. Someone who revels in that tangible beauty.
But he's also drawn to those deep conversations about life's mysteries.
He's just as comfortable discussing philosophy over fine wine as he is getting his hands dirty restoring a vintage car.
A true blend of practicality and spiritual yearning.
It is, and that's the real beauty of this astrological blend. The Taurus Sun, with its love for quality and stability.
It lays a solid foundation.
And then you have the Pisces Rising, bringing a depth of emotion, intuition, and that yearning for something beyond the material world.
So how does this dance between earth and water show up in your life, dear listener?
What makes you tick?
Let's start by exploring those core energies of Taurus and Pisces.
Taurus, as an earth sign, is drawn to the tangible world. Think of a man who savors a perfectly tailored suit.
Not just for how it looks, but for the skill and dedication in every stitch.
This appreciation for quality extends to all areas of his life, from the food he enjoys to the relationships he cultivates.
It's about slowing down and appreciating that richness of life. A gourmet meal, a walk in nature, or the feeling of soft, luxurious fabric.
Exactly. And then we layer on Pisces Rising. Adds a bit of ethereal mystique, doesn't it?
It does.
These individuals are often drawn to creative expression, music, painting, poetry, anything that lets them channel those emotions and connect with something larger than themselves.
They're the artists, the healers, the dreamers. They often have such a deep well of empathy, making them amazing friends and partners. But there's a but.
This sensitivity can also make them more susceptible to taking on the emotions of others.
That's so true. And what's fascinating here is how these seemingly different energies actually work together.
That grounded Taurus Sun helps them navigate the sometimes overwhelming emotional depths of a Pisces Rising.
They can be both practical and deeply sensitive. Such a beautiful balance.
A balance many strive for, in fact.
It's like having an anchor in the physical world so they can explore the emotional and spiritual realms without losing their footing.
Exactly.
But what happens when the cosmic weather shifts?
Well, 2025 is looking to be a year of huge transformation, especially with Saturn transiting your first house, the house of self.
Saturn, the planet of discipline and responsibility.
It will be demanding introspection, urging you to shed old patterns and step into your authentic self.
It doesn't always sound comfortable.
It's not always comfortable. Saturn asks us to confront our limitations and take ownership of our choices.
And let's be honest, Taurus isn't known for embracing change.
No, not really. It's a sign that thrives on routine and familiarity.
So how does our listener reconcile that inherent resistance to change with Saturn's call for transformation?
That's where the beauty of this astrological blend really shines, the Taurus Sun's strength and resilience.
They provide that grounding needed to navigate Saturn's intense energy.
It's like having a sturdy foundation that can withstand even the fiercest storms.
So instead of fearing this period of introspection, you can use your Taurus energy to approach it with a sense of purpose and determination.
Absolutely. Think of it as building a more solid and authentic version of yourself.
It's not about becoming someone new.
No, it's about refining and strengthening who you already are.
Saturn's influence might feel restrictive at times, but it ultimately leads to growth and maturity. It's about creating a life that truly aligns with your deepest values.
And this transformative energy will touch every aspect of your life, including love and relationships.
Speaking of matters of the heart, we can't forget about the influence of Venus, the planet of love and relationships.
In 2025, Venus will be retrograding in Pisces, your rising sign,
This could stir up past relationships or unresolved emotional issues.
offering a chance to reflect on your patterns and set intentions for the kind of love you deserve.
It's not necessarily about reigniting old flames. It's more about taking a step back and analyzing what went wrong in the past and gaining clarity on what you need in a partner now.
Exactly. Venus retrograde in your rising sign is a potent time for healing old wounds and understanding how your emotional patterns influence your relationships.
It's like hitting the pause button on your love life, taking some time to reflect on what truly brings you joy and fulfillment in a partnership.
It's a time for deep inner work, using that grounded energy of your Taurus sun to navigate the potentially choppy emotional waters stirred up by Venus retrograde.
So while 2025 may hold some challenges, it also presents a unique opportunity to create a more fulfilling and authentic life.
It does. And as we continue this cosmic deep dive, we'll explore how you can harness the power of your astrological blend to navigate love, career, and everything in between.
Stay with us. We've been exploring what makes you, our listeners, so unique. That fascinating blend of grounded Taurus and dreamy Pisces.
But how can you use this cosmic knowledge to navigate the year ahead? That's the key, isn't it?
It is. It's not enough to simply understand your astrological blueprint. You need to work with these energies actively.
For you, dear listener, it starts with embracing your inner duality.
We've talked about the strengths of both your Taurus Sun and Pisces Rising, but how can you integrate those into your daily life? I mean, some might wonder if those energies are constantly at odds with each other.
It's not a battle, it's a dance. Imagine it as a cosmic tango between earth and water.
I like that.
For the Taurus sun, that means staying connected to the physical world. Indulge your senses, enjoy delicious meals, savor a glass of fine wine, spend time in nature, surround yourself with beauty.
Those simple pleasures are so deeply nourishing for Taurus, aren't they?
They are.
It's about slowing down, appreciating the tangible world, and finding joy in those everyday moments. But what about the Pisces Rising? That dreamy, intuitive side needs nurturing too.
Absolutely. For Pisces rising, it's about creating space for introspection and emotional exploration. Engage in creative activities, painting, writing, even just daydreaming.
Yes, daydreaming. A Pisces specialty.
Meditation can be powerful too. Spending time near water, a natural element for Pisces. And most importantly, listen to your intuition.
Those subtle whispers.
They often hold profound wisdom.
They do. But isn't there a risk that a Pisces rising can get lost in that dream world and become disconnected from reality?
There is.
How can our listener use their grounded Taurus energy to prevent that?
That's a great question. Remember, your Taurus sun provides that anchor to the physical world. So when you find yourself drifting too far into those ethereal realms, you reconnect with your body. Engage in activities that require focus and attention.
Such as?
Gardening, woodworking, even just organizing your space.
So those practical tasks can help ground your energy.
And bring you back to the present moment.
So it's about finding that sweet spot, that balance, where you can honor both your earthy and watery nature without losing yourself in either extreme.
Right.
It's a continuous practice, a balancing act.
It is.
But what about when challenges arise? 2025 is bound to bring its share of ups and downs. So how can you use this knowledge to navigate those difficult times?
When you're facing a challenge, remember to draw strength from both sides of your astrological coin. The grounded energy of Taurus will help you stay focused and resilient. It's about taking those practical steps to address the issue at hand.
Right, and not just getting swept away by the emotions.
Exactly, and trusting that you have the strength to overcome obstacles. And when emotions do run high, allow the intuitive wisdom of your Pisces rising to guide you.
Trust your gut feelings.
Yes.
So when you're faced with a tough decision, don't just analyze the situation logically. Take some time to quiet your mind and see what insights emerge.
And this applies to all areas of your life, including relationships. We mentioned Venus retrograde in Pisces could bring up past relationships or unresolved emotional issues.
Right, it can be a turbulent time, but also a powerful opportunity for growth.
It is.
So if an ex reappears, or you find yourself rehashing those old relationship patterns, don't despair. Instead, use this as a chance to understand yourself better.
Why are these patterns emerging? What lessons can you learn from them? What do you really desire in a partner?
These are important questions.
Journaling can be such a helpful tool during this period. Just write down your thoughts, your feelings, your insights. Explore your relationship history with compassion and honesty.
And set intentions for the kind of love you want to create in your life.
Exactly. It's about taking ownership of your romantic destiny and choosing to create a more fulfilling future. And as we move on to the topic of career, remember that Saturn in your first house is urging you to step into your professional power.
This might sound daunting for someone with the Pisces rising. They tend to shy away from those ambition or leadership roles.
That's true.
How can our listener balance their desire for success with that sensitive nature?
Well, first, remember that success doesn't have to look a certain way. It's not about climbing the corporate ladder or accumulating wealth. True success is about finding work that aligns with your values, something that brings you joy.
For someone with this astrological blend, that often means pursuing a career that allows them to express their creativity, their empathy, and that desire to make a positive impact on the world.
Exactly.
So this might be the year to explore new career paths, or find ways to infuse more meaning and purpose into your current work.
Perhaps it's time to finally pursue that artistic passion that you've been putting off, or look for opportunities to use your skills to help others.
And as you navigate your career journey, remember the importance of self-care. We can't forget about that worm moon in March.
The worm moon will highlight the need for work-life balance. It's a reminder to prioritize your well-being, set those boundaries, make time for rest and relaxation.
That Pisces tendency to overgive can lead to burnout.
It can.
So prioritizing self-care is really crucial.
It could be as simple as scheduling those regular walks in the park, enjoying a long bath, or committing to a daily meditation practice.
So self-care is not selfish. It's essential for maintaining your energy.
And showing up as your best self in all areas of your life. And remember, you don't have to do this alone. Seek support from friends, family, a therapist.
Sometimes just talking things through can be so helpful.
It can. And don't underestimate the power of your intuition. Those gut feelings are often trying to tell you something important.
Trust your inner compass, right?
It will always guide you in the right direction.
You know, we've explored the depths of your astrological blend, that fascinating mix of grounded Taurus and dreamy Pisces.
But how can you actually use this cosmic wisdom in your everyday life?
That's what we are here to unpack, right?
Yeah.
Remember those two worlds we talked about? The one of practicality and the other of ethereal depths? It's time to bridge them.
It is.
Let's start with relationships. For a Taurus Sun Pisces Rising man, those are deeply important.
Absolutely. And this is where understanding your Venus placement is key. You see, Venus rules your 7th house of partnerships. And with Venus retrograding in Pisces in 2025, your rising sign, your relationships are going to be in the spotlight.
Now, some listeners might hear Venus retrograde and immediately think, uh-oh, relationship drama.
Right.
But it's more nuanced than that, isn't it?
It is. Think of it as an invitation to go deeper. So let's say a past love resurfaces during this retrograde. Instead of just reacting, ask yourself, what is this mirroring back to me?
What haven't I fully healed from?
Exactly.
So for our listener, with his sensitive Pisces rising, this is a chance to really examine those emotional patterns.
Does he tend to overgive in relationships? Does he struggle with boundaries?
These are big questions.
They are. And with his grounded Taurus sun, he can use this time to establish those boundaries, to commit to honoring his own needs as much as his partner's.
So it's about finding that balance.
Right.
Being the romantic, attentive partner that Pisces is known for, but also standing firm in his Taurus self-worth.
Exactly. And this translates to all kinds of relationships, romantic, friendships, even family dynamics. It's about bringing conscious awareness to how you connect with others.
So moving from those deeply personal connections to the realm of career, we've talked about Saturn transiting the listener's first house in 2025. That sounds intense, a powerful time for professional growth.
It is. But remember, Saturn demands effort. It's not about sudden success. It's about laying a solid foundation.
Okay.
And with your Neptune, Pisces ruler, in the 5th house of creativity, this could manifest as a slow-burning passion project finally taking shape.
Okay, so let's say our listener has always dreamed of being a musician, but has kept it as a hobby. This might be the year he finally invests in professional lessons or starts gigging regularly or even records an album.
Exactly. Or perhaps he's drawn to healing arts like energy work or massage therapy. That Neptune in the 5th, combined with the steady dedication of his Taurus sun, could lead to a really fulfilling career helping others.
It's about marrying his natural talents with that desire to make a meaningful contribution to the world.
It is.
But it also requires him to step out of his comfort zone, which can be challenging for a Pisces rising.
Absolutely. There might be fears to overcome, some self-doubt to face. That's where his Taurus strength comes in. He can use his practicality to break down those goals into manageable steps. Celebrate small wins, and just stay focused even when doubts arise.
So he's not just relying on inspiration. He's putting in the work day after day to build his dream. And speaking of grounding, we can't forget about that worm moon in March. That's going to be an important reminder for him, right?
It is. The worm moon emphasizes work-life balance. It's a call to honor his Taurus love of nature. Spending time outdoors to recharge and not letting his ambition overshadow his need for rest and relaxation.
Right, because that Pisces tendency to overgive, it can lead to burnout. So prioritizing self-care is crucial.
It is.
It could be as simple as scheduling regular walks in the park, enjoying a long bath, or committing to a daily meditation practice.
Exactly. Remember, dear listener, you are both a sturdy mountain and a flowing river. Embrace both. Let your Taurus roots ground you while your Pisces spirit soars. This year holds such incredible potential for growth, love, and fulfillment.
And on that note, we've reached the end of our deep dive into the Taurus Sun with Pisces Rising for 2025. You've been listening to ASTRALX, illuminating your cosmic path. I'm Solarian Zephyr, your cosmic strategist.
And I'm Lineria Celine, your intuitive guide. We hope this exploration has empowered you to navigate the year ahead with greater clarity and purpose. Remember, the stars are simply a guide. You have the power to create your own destiny.
And if you're yearning to explore your personal astrological blueprint even further, consider booking a personalized reading with Lunaria. You'll find links to purchase a recorded audio reading delivered via email in the description below.
Until next time, may your journey be filled with cosmic magic.